using the term this way comes straight out of game culture. I mean, because in game culture, this was perceived immediately during play, or during when there's an error. This is called a glitch, and this is kind of a cool thing, and you can like screenshot it and or document it one way or another and like pass it around, and people are like into the fact that these things happen. But maybe they're really frustrating, but maybe they're also really aesthetically beautiful, and they're a break in the flow of the the ludic flow. Not to get too academic on you, but the ludic flow of the game, right? Like the playfulness of the game breaks because something happens, but then we can kind of be excited about that moment. So that's straight out of game culture, and
I think it's also exciting that we're at an intersection where, I don't know, let's not call it cutting edge, but I'll use the term anyway. This cutting edge of electronic art also matches up with something that a lot of people who don't consider themselves artists, they're just nerds making YouTube videos.
Sure.
They like what we're doing, we like what they're doing. I think it's really exciting.
Yeah, and music culture, of course. Electronic music, and in the late 90s and early 2000s, the whole development of the genre, which we now pretty stably refer to as microsound, and Kim Cascone, and the writing that Kim Cascone did in the early 2000s about that. He was using glitch at that point to, refer to what was happening. And he has his own, essayistic, like, lineages of glitch and histories of glitch, where he looks at it from a musical standpoint. So you can, and he actually, in this, there's this essay of his called Aesthetics of Failure, where he literally says that this musical tradition of the glitch is outside of academia, which is why it's interesting for him. So, I mean, he says he makes a lot of other claims, some of which, I could take issue with now, but just not enough time. But there are a lot of good points in that essay, which are about, how this is from a musical tradition. And I think that's been really important for me personally also, is to work in a musical tradition, or at an intersection of, like, media art and music.